There are places in this world where the veil between the living and the dead feels thin. Places where history isn't just remembered, it's felt. Where the echoes of past horrors refuse to fade. Sometimes these echoes aren't just sounds. They are forces. Malevolent presences that attach themselves to people, to houses, to families. They don't just haunt, they terrorize. They don't just linger, they attack. These are stories that chill you to the bone because they claim to be true. They are tales of hauntings so intense, so relentless, they broke the people who lived them. Stories that make you question what truly lies just beyond our sight. Prepare yourself. These are not just ghost stories. They are nightmares made real. Our first descent into terror takes us back to the 19th century, deep in the heart of rural Tennessee. This is where the legend of the Bell Witch was born, a haunting unlike any other. It centered around the Bell family, simple farmers living a seemingly ordinary life. But their peace was shattered by an unseen, malevolent force. They were tormented by a poltergeist entity, a presence that seemed to have a personal vendetta against them. This entity became known simply as the Bell Witch. Its primary target was John Bell, the patriarch of the family. The entity's rage seemed particularly focused on him. Its manifestations were terrifyingly real. It was invisible, yet capable of inflicting physical harm, slapping and pinching the family members. It also possessed a voice, a raspy, guttural sound that would mock and threaten them. It could even carry on conversations, revealing an unsettling intelligence. The entity caused chaos throughout the Bell home. Objects would move, strange noises would fill the air, and sleep became a luxury. Its motive remained unclear, but its actions spoke volumes. It seemed to harbor a deep-seated resentment towards John Bell. The haunting didn't subside, it escalated over time. The attacks became more frequent, the voice more menacing. This relentless torment culminated in a tragic event. John Bell died under mysterious circumstances. Many believed his death was caused by poisoning, administered by the witch itself. A chilling end to a terrifying ordeal. Our next story takes us to a house with a dark past in Amityville, New York. This is where the Lutz family's nightmare began. The house itself held a grim secret. It had been the site of a brutal mass murder just a year prior. Despite this history, the Lutzes moved into the large, seemingly beautiful home. They hoped for a fresh start. But their hope quickly turned to horror. Almost immediately, they experienced intense paranormal activity. Manifestations included inexplicable cold spots that would appear and disappear. Strange, unsettling noises echoed through the house at all hours. They also reported bizarre phenomena like swarms of flies appearing out of nowhere in the dead of winter, and a pervasive feeling of a dark, demonic presence. The family claimed to be utterly terrorized by the entity or entities within the house. Their lives became a living hell. Perhaps most disturbing, the youngest daughter supposedly befriended an imaginary pig-like creature with glowing red eyes, a friend only she could see. The terror became unbearable. The family fled the house after only 28 days, leaving everything behind. The story's veracity has been debated for years, with skeptics questioning the Lutz's claims. But the family maintained their account of the horror they endured. Regardless of belief, the Amityville horror has become a cultural touchstone. It is the quintessential haunted house narrative, forever etched into our fears. Across the Atlantic, in a quiet council house in Enfield, England, another terrifying haunting unfolded. This took place in the late 1970s. The focus of this activity was the Hodgson family, particularly the children. Their home became a stage for inexplicable events. They experienced unsettling events like heavy furniture moving on its own. Beds would shake, and dressers would slide across the floor. Objects didn't just move, they flew through the air. Toys, marbles, and other items were reportedly hurled across rooms by an unseen force. Perhaps most terrifying were the disembodied voices that were heard, often deep, guttural, and seemingly emanating from the children themselves. These voices claimed to be spirits, sometimes aggressive and vulgar. They added a chilling layer of personal interaction to the physical phenomena. The haunting drew significant attention, including paranormal investigators and the media. Witnesses reported seeing objects levitate and hearing the strange voices. Skeptics attempted to debunk the events, suggesting hoaxes by the children, but some phenomena remained difficult to explain. The Enfield poltergeist remains one of the most documented and debated poltergeist cases in history, a chilling reminder that some disturbances are more than just bumps in the night. These stories, from the American South to the suburbs of New York and London, share a common thread. They speak of forces that invade our reality. Forces that don't just scare, but actively seek to harm and destroy. They leave behind broken lives and lingering questions. Were these true hauntings, malevolent spirits seeking to inflict pain? Or were they something else entirely, a manifestation of psychological distress or unknown energy? We may never know the full truth behind the Bell Witch, Amityville, or Enfield, but the stories persist. They serve as a chilling reminder that sometimes, the most terrifying monsters are the ones we cannot see, the ones that hide in the shadows of our own homes. Thank you for watching.